Hello guys, and welcome back once again to the channel. My name is Chris Army, and this here is Starters Order 6. So, in the last video, which we've just got done recording, we retired Stealthy Lioness to the breeding barn. We set her up, she is breeding with Organ Pipe, and we've also now reset Starboard Bow up with a new breeding partner, Itty Bitty Pretty, because that had gone through. As you can see, 5-6 days and then 10-13 days, so not far away from each other, almost breeding in those pairs. So where we left off was with Starboard Princess ready to go in her own big race today over at Del Mar. You can see here the Pacifico Classic. I don't know why I said Pacifico, it's the Pacific Classic. I had to stop myself from saying Pacifico Classico, so I think that's what we're going to entitle the race for today. The Pacifico Classico with Starboard Princesso. No? Okay, no. Let's just get to the race before anything else goes wrong. So yeah, I'm still, that video hasn't gone up yet, the previous video, at the time of recording, so, I will reiterate, if anybody knows or has an idea or suggestions or anything about Stealthy Lioness and why she lost those two races in such a big way, and why Starboard Princess came 5th in her previous race, anything like that, let me know. Straight away, it looks like Kingmaker is up there in terms of betting and rating, so we're looking at the yellow with the dark sleeves. We are low weight, we are top rated, and the tipsters say us and Danish Rebel. Okay, where's Danish Rebel? In the Paris Saint-Germain top. The blue with the red stripe. So, I'm really hoping that... Oh, that was a bit weird with the pink rails there for a second. I thought this course has had an update. Interesting. Yeah, so Kingmaker looks like a good horse and should really make us work for this. Looks like Crystal Springs is back again and at a low weight. And Danish Rebel there at 11-1. So there's a few horses here that could make this race interesting, but I mean, honestly, Starboard Princess is a great horse. So as long as she doesn't mess up the way Stealthy Lioness does, and end up in the breeding barn sort of earlier than the end of the season where I wanted to retire them both, then I'm going to keep racing her. But that is that's still a question mark at this stage. It is a question mark because I just do not know. Right at the back, however, of the field is Kingmaker. Must be a closer. Back there with Panoramic, Holy Triumph, Look at You, and then Danish Rebel, just sort of nose poking into the picture there. Unbridled Times, actually, just behind Starboard Princess, and Roylos and Crystal Springs at the lead. So we can see Danish Rebel catching up to Unbridled Time a little bit. We're still not inside the final 3 furlongs where I expect people to make big moves. So everyone knows just starting to come into position, getting ready for this final turn. And this is where we shall see people sort of take charge of their races. So Roylos on the inside. It looks like Kingmaker wants to come up the inside. That could be very dangerous if Kingmaker comes up the inside. 1.5 furlongs. Coming down to 1. There goes Roylos. Kingmaker up the inside. Starboard Princess is in this mix. And Starboard Princess is going to kick on, but a great run here by Unbridled Time. And right at the line, Starboard Princess throws that head forward and just takes it. That was close. That was really close. Look at that. Oh, wow, that was close, but Unbridled Time, Kingmaker there in third. And, yeah, by a head from Unbridled Time. Kingmaker third, Roylos down into fourth, Danish Rebel in fifth. And that is a nice win. That is a nice win. And that's a win we needed. I think we only had one race today, so we skipped to the end of the day. Starboard Princess holds her 132, 28 wins from 34 races, and that is a phenomenal race. Up over 23 million now in terms of career prize money. 4.67 million for the season. That's ahead of Triple Crown winning Crimson Star. We've also got Rainbow, who very close to being a sort of a factor in all three Triple Crown races. Was you know, it was a good run, good season so far. 1.25 million there, just under 1 million. Ethereal Dreamer probably would have got 1 million by now if those first two races were not spectacularly misbooked by myself. And the rest of them, low prize money, but we're just getting into their careers. So I'm very happy with how all these horses have run, how this is all playing out. We're going to go straight into race number 2 of the video. This is Rainbow, a hat-trick of wins to open up the season, then into the Triple Crown. 4-3-2, wins the first race after it at the Belmont at a mile 2. And now today we're back seeing if we can get the second of another potential hat-trick of grade 1 wins. So Rainbow, as you can see, is second highest horse behind Melodic Mirage. Lovely horse. Melodic Mirage is a lovely horse. It's one we know pretty well. We faced off against it a bunch of times. And we've also got Hot Rendezvous in there. But the two horses that are the same or higher rating, you can see one is agitated, one is probably sweating. Let's go to the paddock and find out. Very agitated and sweating for Melodic Mirage. Hot Rendezvous is agitated and warm. We're just fit. We're the favourite, but normally when we get 4 or 5 out of 5, something happens in the last 3 or 4 races that's happened in. So Rainbow, let's go and see what we can do. Yeah, yep, let's go see what we can do then. So we got these 2 agitated horses to race against. They're the 2 of quality. Let's go find those quickly. So it's the green with the V and Melodic Mirage. So that's the orange. That's the orange with the bright light blue right on our inside. So we're almost falling back in a line. There we go. My Ruby will take it out nice and early in first. Sixers hidden in second. Food for Thought in third. And Midnight Opal on the inside now, just starting to move up from fourth to third maybe. At the back, Melodic Mirage, a closer, a very dangerous closer. Child of Our Time, Recipe for Revenge, and Hot Rendezvous just behind our horse that is off camera at the moment. So we do have 7 furlongs to go, down to 6.5, rounding round this first opening corner onto the back stretch. And yeah, I don't expect too much of a struggle in this race. Again, I think, you know, we're right between Melodic Mirage and Hot Rendezvous at this point now with 5 furlongs to run. We should be the first 3 across the line. We are the best 3 horses in this field. I don't know if the agitation's going to get the better of the other 2 horses, if they're going to affect other horses again, or my horse. I really am not sure on those kind of facts. You can see we're all strung out here in a line, coming down to 3 furlongs. And Hot Rendezvous is coming up a little bit though. 2.5 furlongs down to 2. And Hot Rendezvous takes the lead. But here comes the chasing field, and we can see now, coming into picture, here is Rainbow. Rainbow making up good ground. Inside the furlong. 1 furlong, 6 is hidden, is probably going to take this race. Rainbow now moves up into second place and will run out of track. She cannot chase down 6 is hidden. Another furlong and she would have certainly got the win. You know, half a furlong, quarter of a furlong, she could have challenged. The way she was gaining there. So, it's only a second place for Rainbow. And, yeah, we ran on. I don't like how far back we dropped. I don't think that that we should have done that. Beginning to pick up towards the end, so I think Rainbow is now moving out of the mile 2 range into a mile 3. That is something that we do need to take into consideration for her next race. But you know, she's gone up to a 126, and you can see her stamina could definitely handle 1-3. So if she wants to run at 1-3, if that's where she's sort of suited, now we will rebook her in the next couple of races at a mile 3, and hopefully get another couple of sort of grade 1 wins under her belt. Breeding barn is flashing. That's a success for New Dane Dancer and Hidden Recipe. So let's get Hidden Recipe booked to the next in the list. 3 Group 3. That would be another short order horse. There's not really much other chance. Okay. We're just going to do it. We're going to breed for the sake of breeding, just in case something comes up. Just in case something comes up. So let's see what happens at this auction as well. We've had a couple of good auctions. There's some unraced 2-year-olds up the top there. So let me check the back end here. Newfoundland, 6 furlongs. He might be a horse. Huygens, what happened here? Pulled up in his maiden. Okay, so we don't know how good either of those horses really are, but they're going really, really cheaply. Maybe Compton Place, Bella Pass. Look at that, mile 5. Buona Charlie, very excitable. We would leave that one alone. River de Savola and Bodlemore Rose. So Compton Place, Newfoundlands, Huygens. I might leave. I'm tempted. I want to see what these horses are. It's very rare that we get a good 2-year-old horse from auction, and we've got money to absolutely throw away. So what's that? 2/3 on Bodlemore Rose to open up our spending spree today at this auction. We're gonna go to just under $500,000 for River de Savola. Oh, that was just under the reserve. I thought the reserve was lower than that. I thought the reserve was 425. Damn. Okay, well, we're gonna get a few more horses. Bella Passe. I don't really care about how much I'm paying for these horses in reality, because we've earned enough money, and we're going to get an absolute fortune from our 2-year-olds that we're going to sell at the start of next season. Compton is 5-4. So a minimum of 5-4 to be able to secure Compton. And then we skip the next 3. So Zambolina, Nahanuk, and Bowman's Well. And then we're back in for Huygens. Nobody wants Huygens, okay? Might turn out to be an absolute abysmal horse. So there's Wilburn, Embra, and Mommy Wiz before we get down to Newfoundland. So, a couple of cheap horses at the back. Normally they are not any good. So shame about Revid Disivola, we did not pick that horse up. Is anybody in here with a race? No. So, Newfoundland is an absolutely abysmal horse. Absolutely abysmal. No potential. Just nothing I'm looking for there would say that Newfoundland is a good horse. Huygens, though, this horse actually pulled up due to injury. Huygens has a little bit of potential there. Not a lot, not enough. But there's a little bit there, so, you know, that wasn't too bad of a pick. Compton as well. Not quite enough potential. Bella Pass, not enough potential. Baltimore Place, not enough potential. Baltimore Rose. So I look at potential first, and they've got to have, a 2-year-old, they've got to have a minimum of 70. I would prefer 80 potential. We're really that high in terms of quality in our breeding barn and in our racing stable, so that was a bit of a waste. You can see here the Regal Realm, someone we did pick up for quite big money. Almost at that 80 potential. She is 4-year-old filly, but almost at that minimum cutoff of 80 for me. And I believe Rainbow, who we've seen do pretty well over the course and go up to 126 rating. Yeah, Rainbow is on 180. Is on 80, which is our bare minimum. So this is the kind of minimum horse that we want. It's a grade 1 consistent winner. That's kind of what we need. So we'll get around to the next auction, and hopefully all these 5 will disappear. None are worth keeping. Oh, I knew as I clicked, I had my finger down on the mouse button, and I just let it go as I twigged that we were on a racing day. And that was Regal Realm's race. So, short head. So really, she's not, you know, she could be 4th instead of 6th. That's kind of, the 6 is a bit of a nothing mark. So, Dispirited lead early, led halfway, led into the final furlong, weakened, fell back quite a lot inside that final furlong, didn't she? Got distance well, struggled in this class. Yeah, she went up in rating, but she's not good enough. And I'm gonna take a chance. She's going into the breeding barn, because we've got no reason not to at this stage. I mean, it's not like we're taking up all the other male horses in here. And we're gonna throw RKB at her, just to see what RKB can do. So, with their Stealthy Lioness and Organ Pipe is off to a successful breeding. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So here we go. We are into the last remaining races of this the last race this month, and we got 3 to open up September to come. But Lock Journal, I nearly skipped the day again. Lock Journal is in here. So the 7 furlong Arlington Washington Futurity grade 3 race for 2-year-olds on dirt. He's a 1-to-1 horse, top rated, top weighted. Paddock looks okay, and Dagenham Fox okay. 2 people back the Dagenham Fox. This young filly, 103 rated. So we're going to have to keep an eye out for her, but really I do not believe that this is going to be like too bad. So where is Dagenham Fox? I believe she had the, the light sort of brownish. It's not a horse that I know, which, by this point in the season we've raced against the over and over. So you can see Dagenham Fox there, just on the inside with that orange cap. We're on the outside, and we're moving now nicely into position at the head of the chasing pack, just ahead of Dagenham Fox. Sandusky across the bay, Crimson Knight and Net Gain battling over that last remaining spot in the field. Out ahead though is Quest for Success. And yeah, out early, a little bit of a lead, but nothing to worry about. I like the way that we're holding back here. And now we sort of get into position as the lead challenger around this opening part of the bend. Start moving at 3 furlongs into position to where we can really attack and drive as soon as this becomes a straight. Cross the bay and Dagenham Fox right there with us. Down to 2 furlongs. We move into the lead, round the bend, and Dagenham Fox is on our outside. Dagenham Fox and Lock Journal here, neck and neck, coming down this final stretch. Across the bay is catching up here. Battling with Dagenham Fox now for second place. Sandusky wants to come for a late run as well, but Lock Journal holds them off. Nice little race, fairly comfortable there, I'd say. Fairly comfortable. Was always holding them off. Didn't kick off and go for it, but that's a good grade 3 race to win for Lock Journal. I'm fairly happy with how he's progressed. I think that he is a very decent 2-year-old, so hopefully he'll turn into a very nice 3-year-old. So slowly away, soon recovered, close up halfway, led just inside the final 2 and pushed out. 3/4 of a length win. So that was absolutely the right race for him. And yeah, Lock Journal, so 113, he stays where he is, I believe. So let's go to this auction, see if there is anything worth picking up, but mainly to drop off these 5. So Wildcat is graded, but no thank you. Mo's Melody by the Light, no thank you. Calculator, unraced, mile 3, male horse. I've got to take Calculator there. I've got to. So, bids in, so we'll sell. We're going to lose a lot of money on these horses, but as soon as I see the first amount bid here, I'm just going to skip. So, we're going to lose money. But it's just to make sure that they actually sell and get out of the stables. So how many more after that? There's quite a few. So I'm also interested, guys, in if you have played this game, how do you do auctions? Is it similar to me where you will risk on unraced 2-year-olds? Do you only go for the cream of the crop, the grade 1 winners that come up very rarely at auction? Do you buy older horses? Do you buy horses that ran green in their maidens? You know, how is it that you do it? Do you have an age range? Fillies, colts, price range? I'm interested to see how other people actually book their races and how you actually buy your horses. Because I think I'm pretty good at booking races. I don't seem to misbook very often. But auction, I feel I take a lot of risks in the auction buying horses that just should not have any chance at being good. And 99% of the time, they are not. So let's try and bully out of the auction. Just under 2.3, that's the magic number. We've got our calculator, it all added up at the end, the figures were right, and that's enough puns. That is just not enough potential to even think about. So $2.3 million on calculator, and it does not pay off in the slightest. Does not even pay off. So the next couple of days we have Retriever and Hidden Recipe will be breeding. So let's look here at our ages. So yeah, we've got those three breeding, and we've got Regal Realm, of course, with our KB. So Organ Pipe, you can see, is actually bred with Peaches, Stealthy Lioness, and Samaret, who I cannot remember very well. What was Samaret like? Samaret, 3 grade 1 wins. Not enough potential, but I think I was just looking for extra fillies in that barn at that stage. Okay. So we're not in a bad shape, I'd say, breeding-wise. We've got decent breeding stock. And when Princess goes in at the end of the season, we should have 2 or 3 really good... 2 or 3... I say 3 good stallions in there. And we should have 3 or 4 good mares to go alongside. So almost skipped the day. Let's not do that. Let's find this race. There we go. So Hidden Beauty here in the 7 furlong spinaway, grade 1. Now, I'm hoping the Hidden Beauty can pick out a grade 1 win here. She is the best horse by a fair distance, by 10 points from Hidden Ticket, but after that it's only Throbbing Heart that comes close. So let's see what we can do in this race. So there we go, a nice little push at the beginning from Hidden Beauty. See the horse there tossing his head back. Polka Dot Princess in behind as we lead out this field down this back stretch. So Throbbing Heart at the back of the field. Just in front is Hidden Ticket, moving now past Plim. Pontchartrain is in 4th, just off Sally Ann. And then the Polka Dot Princess, all the same colour as, look at that horse. All 3 from 4th to 2nd. Very similar looking horses. That is awesome. And Polka Dot Princess now sliding behind Sally Ann a little bit as they round the 3 furlong marker. Coming around this turn onto 2 furlongs. And there's just no real challenge. Here comes Hidden Ticket. I'm just wondering if Hidden Ticket is one of mine. I believe that's between Hidden Recipe and Ticket to Ride. That is a horse that I think I have bred. And Hidden Beauty here, half a furlong, down to a quarter. 0.1, hand in the air. Hidden Beauty, a nice, easy win. And a nice, easy grade 1 win. So I'm very happy with that. 3 3/4 lengths. Hidden Beauty there, up to 114. That is the first grade 1, the first feature race. And at 7 furlongs, so 1 and low one, sort of mile, wins a grade 1 race at 7 furlongs. And Hidden Ticket. It's Hidden Recipe and Ticket to Seattle, not Ticket to Ride. But that is a horse that we have bred. That is a horse that we have bred. And he's got grade 1s. She's got grade 1s coming up as well. She's got another one to come up. I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. Ridden as front runner, horse is a machine. Go for the frisette. So, yep, very happy with that. Now, the only horse that we don't have actual graded is Extreme Conviction. I believe we're at Del Mar today. in the futurity. So we got this grade 1 race. Everyone's the same weight. We're not the favourite. We're not the highest rating. And there's a lot of questions about this horse. So I just skipped the entire day. It's not an auction. I saw the T for Tuesday. I thought it said Thursday. Oh, I'm terrible. I'm tired. Don't play when you're tired. Don't play with that. Look at that. 7th. Absolutely terrible. Stayed on same pace. Slightly too short. Didn't have the pace to get into the race. So Extreme Conviction. Is there a mile Group 1 anywhere here? Grade 3, Grade 3, Grade 1, Grade 1. So that would have to be in the next video. I was hoping there'd be one over the next week that we could just skip to. That is my fault. So that is my fault. But yeah, Extreme Conviction down in 7th. If it can't run and do something over a mile, then I oh my gosh, look at his stamina bar. That's more than a mile. But yeah, if it can't do anything in a grade 1 mile, unless it says that it's too short again, then we're going to be selling Extreme Conviction, because, you know, August to September is my sort of month to 6 week window. I give horses their final chance to prove themselves. And it's ended up with one of our star horses in the breeding barn. A couple of them might be sold, like Extreme Conviction will be sold. Rainbowed looks good enough. Ethereal Dreamer keeps coming back. Crimson Star looking good. Lock Journal, Hidden Beauty picking up good wins. Grand Sahara, I expect a win here at Saratoga, which is the hopeful. I cannot skip this race. Oh, I thought for a second lowest weight, highest rated. We're gonna go into this race before I skip it stupidly. And let's see, this is gonna be the final race of the video. Not off to the best starts there. Not off to the best starts, and this is a fair sized field. So plenty of opportunities to get caught in behind people and run into a blind alley. So cruising on now down the back stretch, everybody finding their position that they want to be in, coming up to that 5 furlong mark. Joy of the Toy at the back. Osiris way just ahead of them with Time Midseason. He's a no actor. Interesting name. He's a no actor there in the midfield with Paintball. Just ahead of them is Grand Sahara now, moving into 4th place. Looking, as we come round 3 furlongs out round this bend, getting past Loxton Lad, catching Net Gain, who is looking to move into the lead here. But Net Gain goes and battles with Grand Sahara, 1.5 out. Vow to Wager falling back. Osiris Way coming now down this back stretch, inside a furlong. Grand Sahara kicks on again. Half a furlong. A quarter furlong. 1/10, and it's done. Grand Sahara comfortably. A nice run. Sort of ran in, you know, just in that pack, a little bit behind the leader, until you get around 3 furlongs, move up, push in into 1st place at 1.5, and really kick on through that final furlong to take the win. So that was a nice little race, and yeah, 2 3/4. I never felt like we were going to be sort of hemmed in at all, or that we were going to be really worried by any of those horses. I thought that we ran that pretty well. There didn't seem to be a great field. So Grand Sahara as a 2-year-old, 5 out of 5. So that is pretty cool. Starboard Bow is the sire of, I think he's Crimson Stars. Yes, he is Crimson Stars sire as well. So that is the Triple Crown winner, Crimson Star. And Grand Sahara gets her first Grade 1 win as a 2-year-old filly, moves up to a rating of 115, and is 5 out of 5 this season. So she's got the distance, the average bred distance. She's got some speed on her. She needs better starts and acceleration, but the stamina is moving into position where she could compete over the mile 2 distance, which puts her firmly in contention for next season's Triple Crown races. 6 furlong maiden, a Grade 3 at 6 furlongs, an allowance race, an allowance at 7, and now straight into graded race for a Grade 1 win, her first feature race. And yeah, I've got big hopes for Grand Sahara. Let me just take a look at these stats, and yeah, 2-year-old with, what is that, like 85 potential? It looks about halfway, so 85 potential. That bar is filled out. Decent amount of cruising burst already. It's like 38, 39 there. Good extra speed there. You know, 76, 77. A full bar for consistency and finish application. But we do need to find the right going and distance, which might be a slight issue. She needs to be a really good horse at 3-year-old to be adaptable between a mile 1 for the Preakness, a mile 2 for the Kentucky Derby, which is the opening race, and then the final race of the 3, a mile 4. So, you know, mile 1 isn't too different from the opening race at a mile 2. That could be okay, but that mile 4, that step up of 2 extra furlongs for that third leg of the Triple Crown, that might be a bit too much with the low distance adaptability here. Depends how good this horse is. But right now, out of my 2-year-olds, Grand Sahara is the horse I'm really looking at. Hidden Beauty does have a chance. Great speed and acceleration bars, good start bar. Needs more stamina. That will develop as a 3-year-old. Hidden Beauty I like a lot. And Grand Sahara I like a lot. But I like Grand Sahara a little bit more. Hidden Beauty though, good. Yeah, good potential. Cruising burst, good extra speed, some finish, and she does have distance adaptability. So that's going to be an interesting one. It's Hidden Recipes, sort of a young filly, and it's Starboard Bow's young filly, both going head to head. So this is like Princess versus Lioness, as they were in their 3-year-old season just 2 years ago. So that will do it for us, guys. We're at the end of the video once again. They are running a little bit longer than I expected, but I hope it's okay for you guys. Otherwise I'm going to start running less races per video, and we'll just, you know, we'll get more videos out there of less time. You know, if you have a preference, one way or another, leave it down in the comments below. Also, leave a comment. Do you think Hidden Beauty or Grand Sahara can win the Triple Crown? Can they both? Which one of those two do you prefer? And yeah, if you've liked the video, you know, do click thumbs up, tweet it out, subscribe, share it with your friends, all that kind of stuff, guys. You know, I'd like to get some feedback on these videos. If you are watching, you know, just tell me what you think, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible in the video. So we should have some more videos coming up. I think we might let the RimWorld series slide because there's not a lot of interest in that right now. The Football Manager videos will be coming out. Expect that in the next couple of days as well. I've got one that I'm ready to record right now. So that might take a couple of days to edit and put up after this one. I try and stagger the videos out a little bit. So you've just had a couple of starters orders videos, probably back to back, and a Football Manager one on the way. If there are any other games, any other series out there that you think would be good, let me know. But until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching and being here. I do appreciate it a lot. I hope you've enjoyed seeing our horses run, and I think we're in good shape. I hope you do too, and we'll see you again soon, guys. Until then, take care of yourselves and return soon for more action on Starters Order 6 here at Rascalicious Farms.